I wanted to ask you as well about as an analyst when you're in that role. What's pre-season like? So let's say, and when does that start for you as an analyst? Obviously, it's you've been grafting so hard throughout the season, not really had any time to take a breath. You get this like 5, 6 or whatever, how many weeks off where you obviously that's your holiday because you've not really had it during the season. But when do you start planning for the next season? Do you do that before you break up? Like, would you do that? Would you come in much earlier before the players and the other staff? Like, how does it look from an analyst perspective?
Yeah, so there was a times where we would start thinking about the season, the next season at that March international break. So,
Okay.
so you get to that last international break in March
Mm.
of say the current season. That's when we really start thinking about next season.
Mm.
Um, some years were easier than others. When we were doing well under Coops, it was easy to do that because we knew it was going to be there next season. There's a lot of times at Forest where we get to March and we'd be like, no idea whether the manager's going to be here at the start of next season or not, which made it difficult to plan too far ahead.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, pre-season again, it's a strange one for. We always used to joke in terms of the sports scientists used to cry a lot in pre-season because they'd finally have to do a little bit of work and actually stay back until about 6 because people were doing double sessions. They would not slope off early at 2 o'clock every day. But yeah, for us, it was all about learning.
Yeah.
Uh, it's when it almost transformed into that back into that development part pre-season as an analyst because obviously you've not got competitive games, you have got pre-season games, but people you're not doing opposition analysis. You maybe do. I think we used to do on the last pre-season game. We'd almost do it as a tester run for. We'd do an opposition analysis, and we'd get them back into that almost mentality of preparing for a game, doing a proper pre-match, and everything like that. But it went more into that development stage. It's like right, especially when we had a lot of new managers in pre-season. It was right. This is how we want to play, and it's all about us building those. And we'd have so what we call inset days, where like today we're doing building out from the back. So here's a meeting, us maybe last season, what we did, how we want to play. This is all. It's always all about how we want to play and development and learning. Same with individual players, setting sort of targets and going right. Well, this is what we want you to really build on, and this is what we think you've been doing in pre-season. Load of individual meetings. So yeah, pre-season took a slightly different form because it probably went back into more of that player development, team development sort of
Yeah.
model rather than win. It's all about okay, it's more about a lot more about the performances. Not that it wasn't about performances in the season, but it was a lot more. How can we get the team where we want them to get and develop them and show them best practice videos and things like that, and really nail down our principles of how we want to play, so that we're ready. So when we come to that first game of the season, look, it's never going to be perfect right at the start of the season, but you're giving yourself the best possible chance for and as many learning opportunities for the players to take on that information.